All right, we start with some breaking news right now coming in. This is the latest input on the Israel embassy incident. The Delhi police has confirmed the PCR call that took place. PCR call was received around 5:43 p.m. this evening. So this is what the Delhi police special cell has confirmed. NIA sources tell Republic TV that no traces of an explosion have been found so far. And the fire brigade also says no traces of an explosion so far has been found. Israel embassy, on the other hand, says that there was an explosion, the sound of an explosion that was heard. And Delhi police officials surveyed the area around Israel embassy. So the Delhi police officials have surveyed the area around the embassy, and we are getting to know is that the NIA had also investigated. There was a team of the NIA that was on the spot, but as per the sources from the NIA also, what we are getting to know is that there have been no traces of explosions that have been found so far. 5:43 is the time when the Delhi police receives a call around, a PCR call around 5:43. But now what we know, at least as per the sources from Delhi police, that there is no explosion that has taken place. There is nothing like, there's no clue, there's no traces of evidence that suggests that this was a bomb blast. So this is the update we are getting in right now. This happened around 5:43 p.m. when there was a call. And later on, we're getting to know is that there was a smoke that was seen. There was a sound that was heard by people who are from the embassy. That is what they are claiming right now. And my colleague, senior editor Shravan, is joining us on the broadcast from outside the embassy of Israel right now. There's a statement also that is coming in right now from the Israeli embassy also. And we are getting to know right now that the NIA has found no trace of any kind of explosion, any kind of blast. The fire brigade too, Shravan, says that there is no trace of a blast that has happened.
Well, that's exactly why you would see that even now you would have teams from the Delhi Police Special Cell who just a short while back we showed you they were present here. Along with them, you also had the National Investigation Agency and the local unit of the Delhi Police carrying out part of what they're calling as the standard operating procedure, which essentially mean that they will have to identify what's the root cause, number one. Number two, whether at all there has been any explosive materials that have been used, for which the forensic department was also called in a short while back on the other side of the street. For all our viewers outside the national capital, let me just quickly try and explain where we are, why this is so very important. Number one, since the war actually began in Israel, remember the threat perception as far as Israel embassy is concerned is perhaps on a higher level. That's the reason why from the very day the war began, this entire area on the other side where the entrance of the Israel embassy is, that's the area where that has been completely cordoned off, number one. Number two, Section 144 has been imposed and it still remains, which essentially means a grouping of more than four people cannot possibly cross through the very area. And remember that entire area outside the Israel embassy is being manned by the Delhi police. Inside the Israel embassy, you do have the IDF that is responsible for the security. Of course, they do have the security agencies too, and there is an elaborate procedure that has been put in place by the Israel embassy as far as any visitor entering the Israel embassy. So far, both the officials with whom we spoke to a short while back from the Israel embassy still maintain that it roughly around 5 o'clock this evening is when they heard a sound of an explosion. And you had one of the officials of the Israel embassy saying that the moment he stepped out of the embassy, he saw smoke billowing out from the top of a tree. They do not know the source of that explosion or what basically led to smoke billowing out from the tree that he was basically talking about. In fact, his statement has already been recorded by the Delhi police. So far, no official statement has been put out by Delhi police, but by way of sources, what what we have been able to pick up is that they haven't really found any material to suggest that there was some sort of an explosion outside the Israeli embassy. This is exactly what Delhi police maintains. Apart from that, there are other stakeholders, which includes the Delhi fire services. They too say that the moment they had sent the fire tenders, they haven't really been able to find out where exactly did the smoke really come out from. And secondly, they also maintain, which includes the National Investigation Agency, keeping in mind that in the past too, let's not forget that there was an explosion that actually took place, and which was the case was being probed by the Delhi Police Special Cell. And of course, they thereafter found out that there was the threat perception of Israel Embassy is on the higher rank, and that is the reason why they had basically increased the security outside the Israel Embassy. Let's also play out some of the reactions that are coming in. This, in fact, comes in from an eyewitness.
आवाज सुना कोई कोई धमाका हुआ था। हाँ मतलब
ये गार्ड जो है ये
धमाका बड़ा था। ये 5 बजे की बात है। 5 बजे की बात है।
क्या हुआ था?
तो मैं इस गेट के अंदर ड्यूटी है मेरा। क्या कुछ ही फटा तो आवाज़ आया, तो हमने 2-3 मिनट देखा, हमने अपना दफ्तर के अंदर इधर उधर, अंदर कुछ भी नहीं था। फिर हम बाहर निकला जस्ट, तो वहाँ पे एक पेड़ है, उसके ऊपर कुछ धुआं जा रहा था। इतने देखा हमने।
कितनी आवाज?
तो उसके बाद आपने पीसीआर को कॉल किया?
हमने कुछ भी नहीं किया, हम अपने अंदर आए।
आवाज कितनी थी गार्ड साहब? बहुत तेज थी।
आवाज़ बहुत तेज।
ना हमारे से पहले एक गाड़ी हो रहा है।
Well, in fact, the investigation still continues. So far, they maintain that they haven't really come across any explosive materials outside Israel Embassy. Having said that, important to underscore the point that the embassy still maintains that they did hear a sound of explosion roughly around 5 o'clock this evening. A PCR call was made around 5:43 in the evening. Thereafter, a local unit of the Delhi Police, also Delhi Police Special Cell, National Investigation Agency, all were brought to the very place. Forensic examination has also been done. So far, we are picking up that the forensic examination preliminary report is yet to come in. The moment it comes in, there is a possibility that the Delhi police would also be making an official statement.